Hello children, today I'll explain you the fourth chapter of your Vistas supplementary book, and the name of the chapter is The Enemy. It's a long chapter, so today I'll explain you its first part. Now the story The Enemy is written by Pearl S. Buck. She is a prolific writer and a Nobel Prize winner too. The plot of the story is set in the time of Second World War. Actually, this story is the conflict of the main character, Dr. Sadao Hoki, who is the main character of the story. This story is the conflict of the doctor with himself in terms of his duty and patriotism. So let's talk about the main characters of the story. Dr. Sadao Hoki is the main character, who is a Japanese surgeon. Along with being a surgeon, he is a patriotic Japanese too. Now the second character of the story is Hana, who is Dr. Sadao's wife. She is a devoted wife and helps Dr. Sadao throughout the story. Third character is Tom, who is a wounded American soldier. The fourth character of the story is the general, who is selfish and old general. In the beginning of the story, we are told that Dr. Sadao Hoki was a famous Japanese surgeon and also an accomplished scientist. And to complete his studies, he went to America. A little bit is told to us about his house, that his house was built on rocks on the Japanese coast and was surrounded by pine trees. When he was a child, he used to play on the beach and he used to climb on the pine trees. Now, we are told about his father, who was a serious and traditional man. He never played with his son, but he took pains for him. And he also sent his child to America because his education, Dr. Sadao's education, was his main concern, for which he sent him to America to complete his studies. Now, it was Dr. Sadao's father only who inculcated in him the values of patriotism and national loyalty when he was quite young. So when he grew up, he was filled with all the virtues that his father had taught him. Now, Sadao had always done whatever his father said, and for this reason only he was sent by his father to America to learn medicine. Sadao knew that his father's main concern was his education, so he went to America at the age of 22 and studied whatever he could, and then he returned back when he was 30. This was the time when the Second World War started. At this time, Sadao was not sent with the troops, but he was about to make a discovery. This was one reason why he was not sent, and another reason was that he was treating the old general who was very ill at that time, and any time he would need it to be operated upon, and he knew that this can be done very well by Dr. Sadao only, because the old general trusted him, so he did not send him along with the troops. Now this is told to us in the story that how Sadao married Hana and how he fell in love with her. He met her in America when he went there for learning medicine, and this was the time when he was staying at a place and he happened to go to a professor's home. There he met Hana, and he did not fall in love with her at once because he waited for her to know that whether she was a true Japanese or not. First he wanted to confirm this because he knew it very well that his father would not allow him to marry any lady who was not a true Japanese. So he waited to know her true identity as a true Japanese. And after that, when he returned to his country after completing his education, they got married in the true traditional Japanese way, and later they became a happy couple. Now, as we move ahead in the story, we come to know of the wounded American prisoner. One night, when Dr. Sadao and his wife Hannah were enjoying one another's company, watching the sea from their veranda, they saw a man. He staggered a few steps and then he disappeared among the mist. Once again they saw him crawling and then the man fell down. Actually, the place was a beach spiked with rocks. So Dr. Sadao assumed that maybe the man was badly hurt. They were not knowing who that man was, and then they both wanted to know that who that man was. Then Dr. Sadao said that maybe he was a fisherman who had fallen down into the sand. They both ran towards him because they wanted to know that whether the man was wounded or not. Then they went near him and found that he was badly wounded and his face was towards the sand. And as Dr. Sadao turned his face towards himself, he found that he was a white man. And he was badly bleeding. He was unconscious at that time and fresh blood was coming out of his wound. Dr. Sadao came to know that it was a wound caused by gunshot at the lower back part of his body, and from there fresh blood was coming. Now Dr. Sadao was not knowing that since how many days the prisoner was wounded, and he was not knowing what to do, but because he was a doctor and he could only feel by touching the prisoner that his wound was not so old, but because he didn't get any cure, he was not treated at the right time, his skin had become black. And maybe because he was not able to walk properly, he had fallen on the rocks, and the rocks had also injured him even more badly. At that time, because it was a night time and the beach was surrounded by the villages of fishermen, but at that time no fishermen were there. They had all gone to their houses, so there was no one over there at that time. And now one question was there in Dr. Sadao's mind: what shall we do with this man? Because he was an American prisoner and Dr. Sadao was a patriotic Japanese, a true patriotic Japanese. Now what to do with this man was the bigger question for both Dr. Sadao and Hannah. Now the first thing Dr. Sadao did was that he packed his wound with sea moss, and at that time he noticed that the prisoner cried with pain, but he was not awakened. And then Dr. Sadao thought of throwing him back into the sea because there was no other way. He was a true patriotic Japanese, and that man, the wounded man, was an American white man, and they could not have given him shelter. Hannah also agreed to this decision of Dr. Sadao. And now what happened, that he was continuously thinking of this thing because that man although was an American prisoner, but he was very much wounded and was unconscious too. So it was not good to throw that man into the sea because Dr. Sadao was very much sure that if he did this, he would certainly die. And bringing him to his home and handing him over to the army was also putting him into the mouth of death. Because he knew that giving shelter to a white prisoner was dangerous and it would have given them a lot of trouble. Now they found on his cap something was written, and it was a sailor from American warship, US Navy. It was quite clear from his battered cap that he belonged to American warship and he was made prisoner by Japanese army and he escaped. And because he escaped, he was wounded at his back, and that was the result why he was lying on the beach. Now there was an internal conflict in Dr. Sadao's mind because he was a doctor. He was not ready to leave any wounded man into the sea. At the same time, he was a true patriotic Japanese, and his patriotism did not allow him to give shelter to his enemy who was an American. And he also says these words that all Americans are my enemy. So he says to Hannah that if he would have been a normal man, an unwounded man, a healthy man, he would have directly handed him over to the troops. But because he was a wounded man, he was not ready to hand him over either to the troops or leaving him into the sea. So finally, he along with Hannah decides to carry him to his home to give him medications. Now children, this is enough for today. We'll carry on with the next part of this story in my next video.